The biggest myth is that there's nothing but cybersecurity. There's like 500 million areas that you can go into and different levels. It's not just, I want to do cybersecurity, but what does that really mean? You have to ask yourself, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? What's my passion?
Our theme today is Challenge and Opportunities, Role Models for Women in Cybersecurity. This event is important to cybersecurity because we serve an industry where only 20% of the workforce is women. Cybersecurity has the potential to be a game changer for the lives of many women. Now, let's turn to our panelists so that we may begin our session. Ladies, a warm welcome on behalf of our community, and thank you for joining us today.
Think about your skills as a communicator. Think about your skills as a writer. And those are going to be the most valuable skills that any kind of leadership team needs. Somebody that can facilitate conversation, somebody that can negotiate when posed with different options or different business objectives.
It does evolve as you sort of grow up through your career. Initially, I was more of a workhorse, but you have to be careful that you don't get stuck in that role. And you have to make sure you grab for those leadership opportunities and that you align yourself with people who can sort of help bring you up. So find like not only a mentor who can help you with your skills, but also a sponsor who has the ability to pluck you out and put you into, positions of greater importance and that sort of thing.
Really work on relationship building. If someone doesn't know who you are, let them know who you are. Ask them for a cup of coffee. Ask them, hey, can we chat after the meeting for a minute? You mentioned something in the meeting I really liked and I want to vibe with that messaging, and they get to know you, right? So look, it's work. My father used to always say, things no caen del cielo. Things don't fall from the sky onto your lap and all of a sudden you're successful, right? You have to go get it. And so for me, that's the one thing that I would add is remember that power struggles are happening because something is absent in terms of information and knowledge, and therefore someone is responding, someone is behaving a certain way, and that can easily be broken by just making a connection with someone.
Learning to embrace no and not to take it personal. No is the starting point. No means we're in a conversation that you heard what I said and you may not agree. So now it's my opportunity to take it to the next level. Let me figure out how do I get to yes. So understanding, where you're standing is going to be a tool that you need to do. You need to know your room, know your audience, and being able to navigate beyond no.
I know that there's some myths out there that people have about the cybersecurity space. And so let's knock down some of those myths just briefly. Megan, what would you say one myth that people have?
You need to know how to code. And I will say, you're going to have to fight that when you show up. And then people say, oh, you don't know how to code? I'm like, no, I don't know how to code, but I know how to write circles around you about what you're doing, right? And I can help you make things happen. I don't need to know how to code.
Do not be afraid to ask the question, hey, can we think about it from this perspective? I'm just curious to see what people would think if we would look at it this way. Just ask a very open and sincere question around curiosity for another viewpoint.
Diversity of thought is the best way to make the best team. If everybody's thinking this way, then you're not hearing anything else going on around you. Everybody's going, and you're piling on. The diversity is what makes things better.
If you're trying to move the needle on a different strategy or position, be prepared to come with the metrics that prove that your direction is sound. Anticipate the ask, right? And challenge yourself to get those data points ready. And in that way, you can have a solid conversation, but you also obviously look informed.
I want to thank you, ladies, for participating today. The nuggets you shared, the experiences you shared. I think people will kind of shut their Zoom off today and say, wow, what a wonderful group of women. And thank you so much. I know all of you are very busy. I know, Luz, you're running your business. Gina, Megan, Sonia, you're running your own P&Ls over there. And so thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Before everybody leaves, though, I do want to remind us all that CyberWarrior does want to make an impact, and we want to make a difference. That 20K women in 5 years, that is a huge undertaking. And so we need you guys, all of you, both on the call as well as our panelists, to be a part of that. And also for those of you on the call that are interested in a career in cybersecurity, look at CyberWarrior. There's lots to offer there from the bootcamp perspective, the individuals, the people that you're able to engage with because of CyberWarrior. It's an absolutely fabulous program. Networking is key in life, and we facilitate a lot of that. So thank you everyone for joining, and have an amazing weekend. Thank you.